start this video, no, I'm not a bad child, I'm not a bad person, and I didn't intentionally send my phone to school to get you. That ain't me. That's why there's a story time. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Tessa. So thank you guys for coming back. If you are old and if you are new, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button, do all the things, join my family. Anyway, as you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be doing a story time which I haven't done in forever. And this story time, it's the most unforgettable day of my life, the day I will never ever forget, because this day hurts me and it hurt me bad. And it was the day my phone got seized at school. So what day was this? It was on the, I don't remember the date, I don't remember the day. All I know is that it was the last day of school for class 6. So let me explain some things before we start this video. First of all, let me explain the last day of school of class 6. Class 6, what am I even saying? So basically, our school is divided into two parts, JHS and primary. Never mind, JHS and primary. So the primary side is at the primary side, and class 6 is actually primary, but it's at the JHS side of the school. So basically, at the primary side, we could actually bring our phones, and you could bring anything to school: phone, tablets, laptop, toys, anything. At the primary side, we could, but I didn't know that the JHS side we couldn't. And one thing I don't understand, hashtag number one thing of me not understanding, is how come that the primary side we could bring phones to school, whilst at that time barely any of us had phones, but like some of us did. But the JHS side that we are grown and we have phones, we can't send our phones to school. I did understand that. I don't understand that, but those are the rules. The rules are the rules. So the second thing I want to explain is the reason why I sent my phone to school in the first place. Basically, our group of friends, my squad, let me just say my squad. I'll put pictures of us like here. We really are squad goals. We are honestly squad goals, like yeah. But basically, our squad, 2 people from our squad were leaving the school. We're going to another school, and we wanted to take cute pictures on the last day of school where we can all be together again in school. So we wanted to take cute pictures, we wanted to do cute videos, a last day like kind of thing and everything. So we decided that we all bring our phones to school and take the pictures and stuff. So I guess those are the things that I basically want to explain. Now let's just get right on to the actual video. Yes, so it was on the last day of school. Everything was normal. As I told you guys, we planned to bring our phones to school, and so it's going to be my side of the story. So let me just see my side of the story. Basically, on that morning, I don't go to school early on the last day of school. So basically, we're just preparing. I was just preparing for school at home for our day. I was packing so many nice things because it's the last day of school, getting my shoe ready, ironing. I was now ironing my top, my uniform for the day and everything like that. So I was doing all that, then I picked my phone up to text a friend to ask her whether she had gone to school or not. And when I texted a friend, she was like, oh, she's at school, blah blah blah, and she sent me a picture of her at school with her phone. We all planned on bringing our phones, so with her phone, right? And I was like, ish. So we are still all bringing our phones, because at that point I actually didn't know what to do. Because another thing I needed to explain before I started this video was that, so 2 days before the last day of school. I mean, the day before the last day of school, they made an announcement to the whole school that no one should bring their phones to school, no one should do this, no one should do that, don't do this hairstyle, don't do that hairstyle, don't wear this shoe, don't. They made that announcement in school. But guess what? I didn't go to school on that day. I did not go to school on that day. Can you really blame me for sending my phone to school at this point? Like, at this point, you can see that it's not my fault. So needless to say, I did have friends who did tell me through text that we're not supposed to bring our phones. But note, I'm proving my innocence here. Note, the next thing you should note that I did have credit. So I did see the messages. So this particular friend of mine sent me, they said we shouldn't do our hair this way, they said we shouldn't wear this shoe, they said we shouldn't, she mentioned some other things, do this hairstyle and that. But the one that she was talking about, the phone, was they said don't bring our phone to school. She did it in voicemail, and I did have credit, so the messages came, but the voicemail wasn't loading. So at that point, I didn't know. I mean, I think I read it once, like when they were doing the group chats on our group's platform or something. I think I saw it, but like, it wasn't in my mind. I was like, hey, I'm going to send up on school, take our cute pictures. So to be honest, at that point in time, that was all that mattered to me, that we are taking our phone to school to take our cute pictures and videos at school with our group for the last time. That was all. So anything else, I automatically put it in my mind that whatever the rest of the rules, whatever. So that one is on me. That one was my fault for not actually paying attention and asking, because I didn't go to school. So I went to school. I went to that friend that had I was texting, and then so basically the rest hadn't yet come. So it was around 12 there. I don't really know that the rest, we had all come and we were ready to go and take our pictures. So we went to the back of the school, because at that point in time we had realized that we weren't supposed to bring our phones to school. So mind you, we shouldn't have actually gone to the back of the school to take pictures. But then also we're like, okay, we weren't supposed to bring our phones to school, our mistake. But since we have brought our phones to school, why don't you just go to the back of the school and take our cute pictures? It wasn't actually the back of the school to behave as if we're bad. It's just some portion of the school, right, that we know many people wouldn't be there. But it wasn't some isolated place. So you guys, I beg, people were where we were, but then not many people were back. So basically, went to that side of the school to take our pictures. We took our pictures, we did our videos, we did crazy videos and everything. Videos of us fooling, videos of us dancing, videos of us singing. You know, we were just fooling and stuff, because that's our last day together as a group before two of our closest friends / best friends leave. So we're just enjoying ourselves, taking the videos and everything, taking the pictures. So our plan was posted on Instagram when we go home, I guess. But the mistake we made was we actually posted the pictures on Instagram that moment. It wasn't me though. I don't know who posted the picture, some of the pictures that very moment. I don't know who. Up till now, I honestly don't know who did it. So when the person posted the pictures, the entertainment prefect, who was actually supposed to bring her phone to school because she's the entertainment prefect, she's going to play the music and everything, was also on IG and saw the pictures of us that day. And prefects are prefects, like, I mean, they are supposed to enforce the law. So they realized that we weren't supposed to bring our phones to school and everything. So they were, hey, these people brought our phones to school and something. So one of the prefects actually came to tell us that she's going to report us. Like, she literally scared me. Like, I don't know if I showed it then, but she was like, she's going to report us, blah blah blah. She's going to report us to the headmaster. She literally said it, and said it well. And it's not like she was doing something wrong, but then we are sorry. We didn't know. We kept saying we didn't know. But yeah. So later on, this is going to be the interesting part. We're just walking around the school, talking and stuff, and at this point I was with my friend Michelle and we were walking somewhere, and then the school the school prefect called the two of us and was like, she heard from someone that we brought our phones to school, and she's going around seizing all the phones of all the people who brought their phones to school, because we weren't supposed to bring our phones to school, so we should give her our phones if it should. And then at that moment my friend and I were just scared, so we looked at each other so confused, didn't know what to say. So me, I was like, what did I even say? I thought I said that we bought it because we didn't know and we went to give it to our teacher, which wasn't true. But we were actually going, I think at some point in time, we're actually going to give it to the teacher to keep for us. Because first of all, I prefect told that she's going to report, so by that time we're already scared. So we said we're going to give it to the teacher to keep for us, and then she was like, oh, okay, if it's a teacher then fine. So she was going, and I don't know what happened. Either Michelle freaked out and was like, Michelle freaked out and said something that was related to the fact that we had our phones with us at that moment, and the prefect turned and was like, give me your phones and you guys should go to a teacher, the one who was in charge of taking our stories for the reasons why we brought our phones to school. And at that point I was so scared, so I was like, okay, it's actually not with me. I kept saying that.
So I said the phone is not with me because I was going to give it to a teacher.
The phone is not with me. Michelle was like, it's with us, let's just say the truth. So we gave the phone to her, and she was like, do we know any other person who brought out their phone to school? And basically it was our whole squad. So we took the phones from one of my friends, she's called Beverly. And when they took their phones from us, we were going to Mr. Kuku. So it was me, Michelle, and Beverly going to Mr. Kuku. And Beverly was like, what Beverly would say? Beverly was like, don't worry, I have a good feeling about this. And at that moment I was just like, what? How can you have a good feeling about this? And then I think we got together with some of our other friends, and then they kept saying that when Beverly has a good feeling about something, then it's actually good. And I'm like, hello guys, back to reality check. They just seized our phones. But anyway, she has a good feeling about this, so I was like, yeah, chill. We went to Mr. Kuku, and we're not the only people there. Like, there were people. I'll say we counted more than 10 people who brought their phones to school, and 3 people from our batch, or 4, and other people from other classes and batches. Those people, not my person, pass. So we're explaining why we brought our phones to school and everything. And when we explained to him that we didn't come to school that day, and I didn't have credit to listen to the voicemails or the messages of them telling me that we're not supposed to bring our phones to school, and we had explained ourselves. And since in the primary side we could bring phones, we thought the JHS too we could bring phones, because logically we should. But we couldn't. So Mr. Kuku was like, okay, chill, because the teacher is actually one of the most understanding teachers in the entire school. So he was like, chill, I get you guys in, no, cool, fine, but you guys have to sign a bond, and your parents have to sign it too, never to bring your phone to school again. Now we were like, oh fine, chill. So we weren't going to seize it at that point. He was like, we should put it in our bag and not bring it out again, and never bring it to school again. But we have to sign a bond, and the headmaster will know that we brought our phones to school, but we are signing a bond never to bring it to school again, because we didn't know. So we were about to do that. Then some teacher who was passing by entered the place, and the teacher was like, what's going on, why are these people here, blah blah blah. So the other teacher who was like talking to us and everything told him that, oh, they are here because they brought their phones to school, blah 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 blah. And some of them said they didn't know, so there's a punishment we are going to give them, because they were actually going to punish us, not just sign a bond and go home. No, we're supposed to do some other work. I didn't keep it in my mind. And the teacher was like, no, seize their phones, seize. He kept saying seize their phones so that they will know never to vent again. And then we kept saying that we didn't know. So it was that kind of argument going on and on and on. But obviously, they are the teachers and we are the students. So they took our phones. So first, when they were making the decision to take our phones, I started crying because of my parents. Not that they were taking the phone down, I didn't really care, but my parents. It was good. I was so scared what my parents do to me, but oh well. So I started crying, but then I stopped crying. I wouldn't cry now, taking myself back there. I wouldn't cry, no matter what, with the crocodile tears or not, real tears. They were seizing the phone, so they took the phone. They took the phone from us. We were asked to go. And at that point in time, we were like, oh, so when are we going to get it back? And
They were actually like never.
they were like, unless our parents come to the school for it. And then some people were like, when we close, you can go for it. When we closed, so basically they took it. I mean, yeah, it was sad. We went to the principal's office, wrote our names. So yeah, our names were written down. They called our parents, not in front of us, but then called our parents, told them that blah 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 blah. And that's the end of my story. And to think that after that we had other plans for the last day of school. We're going to go to the mall, we're going to do so many other interesting things. And to think, I thought when they seized our phone the day couldn't get any worse. It got worse, like for part 2, but the day got so worse. That one was almost bad. Like the way it got worse, and to the extent someone told me that we'll get suspended. I said, not because of the phone, because of some other thing that doesn't even make sense. So basically, the day got worse, and get this video to 500 likes and 1,000 views for part 2. But I've come to the end of this video. That made no sense, but I've come to the end of my crazy day at school. It was so emotional, so confusing. I was stressed, depressed, sad, confused. I was confused because I felt like they shouldn't have taken our phones, because all in all, at the end of the day, we honestly didn't know that we're supposed to bring our phones. But they seized this period, and I had to spend a whole 2-month vacation at home without my phone. So that's the end of this video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button, do all the things, join my family, and I'll be back with more videos. Oh, thank you for 600 subscribers, and I'll be back with more videos. Bye.